Yes, hello?
Hey, Bobby.
Yes, hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, hi.
Yes, hi.
I'd like to
Hello.
speak to
Yes,
I'd like to speak
hello.
to the offensiveness of your ridiculous arguments that you're making to trivialize such an important issue for all of mankind and to women. You have mothers, I'm sure, somewhere, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
We are.
All you're doing is
Why?
revealing all of the ugly that is part of your side. You pull back the curtain, and fascism is there, staring at us all.
Isn't that
Well,
the truth?
if you remember,
There's
Adolf
nothing more
Hitler,
fascistic than small governments. Nobody is more. Nothing can be more fascistic than the small government we advocate. Isn't that right, Bobby? And government staying out of your life.
People are government. We make up our government.
Right, and we're talking about the least. Hang on. We're talking about the least government by the people possible. You, on the other hand, want the most government possible. You can't achieve fascism when you're talking about a small government. They're not capable of fascism when the government is small, Bobby. Maybe you should learn and understand what you're talking about before you call and start saying ridiculous things that you know nothing about.
Parasites onto this country.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hold on.
We're parasites on the country?
we're the ones paying all the taxes.
We're the ones who pay far more taxes than the people, 50% of this country that you support, that you want supported, that you favor being supported. Those are parasites.
You people live in a bubble. You live in a bubble. Once you get outside that bubble, you'll
In what way? Wait. In what way do we live? How do we live in a bubble?
Once you step outside of your safe zone, it's over, buddy. And
what do you mean? Wait. Explain yourself.
People out there,
how is it over?
White people.
Hey, hold on, Bobby. I know you're on a rant and you're raving and you're all fired up. We're trying to understand what you're saying. Once we step outside our safe zone, first of all, where is that? And what is the safe zone we step outside of? And how is it over? Are you threatening violence, Bobby? Is that what you're doing? Bobby's gone.
Bobby's left us. Oh,
Bobby's left.
Did he step
Bobby
out?
Left the building. He stepped out of his
safe zone, didn't he?
Yeah. And he got challenged on his ideology, and he couldn't make the point.
Call back, Bobby. I was interested to hear how us paranoid white people were going to react to the world. It's interesting. I don't know. I don't even.
That is a bizarre call.
And what were we saying that was disrespectful? Was he talking about the whole giving birth to a front loader thing?
Yeah, we're just trying to use his own logic.
Yeah,
we're just trying to say that it's not human life apparently in there. We don't know what's growing there. It's just tissue.
Right.
So if it's just tissue, then what could grow? Maybe a front end loader. Mm-hmm. Maybe a case of Ovaltine.
I mean,
maybe a spoon. I don't know what's in there.
Yeah.
How do you know? How is that disrespectful?
He seems to think that we're making fun of something here, and when in reality,
we're going with his logic.
And it's not funny at all. There's a woman in Arizona who recently gave birth.
Funny. This is a true story, am I right?
It is, exactly.
Yeah.
Who recently gave birth to a Cessna 172 Skyhawk.
Which is kind of cool. Until you think about the kind of labor she went through.
Yeah, it's terrible. I mean, he's saying, well, it's not funny. Well, I would agree it's not funny. If you gave birth to a 4-seat, single-engine, high-wing, fixed-wing aircraft, you wouldn't think it's funny either.
It would hurt.
It would be extraordinarily painful, and that's why we encourage the process of an ultrasound to discover if
I don't
you
care
have
what
a
kind of
biplane in there.
epidural medication you're on. That's going to hurt. No amount of epidural can make the Cessna be born smoothly.
I would agree. I'm not a doctor, so I can't speak to that.
Right, 2 or 4, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. I mean, when you've got something like that going on, I mean, you need to get that addressed medically. And I'm not a doctor, so I can't speak to that specifically. But you need to find out the answers on that one.
But the problem is, Stu, when you step out of your safe zone, it's over, my friend. You live in a bubble. Mm-hmm. You live in a bubble. And when you come outside of that bubble, because you've never been outside of your bubble. You've never come out of your safe zone.
Really?
And when you do, my friend, when you do, it's over.
Was that a threat? I wasn't sure if he was just saying he was threatening us or what
I'm not
was he?
sure either. It kind of sounded like that, but I'm sure these peaceful, wonderful, loving, tolerant people who accept so much diversity, I'm sure that they would never threaten anyone.
Mm.
Am I right? I mean, that just doesn't fit with everything they believe and hold dear and true.
Mm-hmm.
Everything they love goes right out the window if you start threatening people who have a different take on things than you do.
Well, if you listen to the tolerance he was espousing as he screamed at us pretty much nonstop the entire phone call and didn't let you respond or let me respond at any point.
Right.
I think that's the sort of tolerance the left has for conservative opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And yet again, it's been shown to be the truth.
They're completely tolerant when you agree with everything they say. They're totally tolerant of their own point of view.
Mm-hmm.
All right.